Hey guys, we're in Indy this weekend and it's Friday morning and we're getting ready. I gotta build a short block real quick here, but thought I'd answer a few questions today, hopefully. First question was by David P. asking me about, do we run an oil pan gasket or do we run the O-ring style oil pan? And we kind of run a combination of both. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what we got. So on our Dan Olson pans, they do have the O-ring and they have a groove in it with the O-ring. We leave it in, but being most of our blocks have been repaired at some point, that rail is not always deadpan flat, and this isn't real proud to give us a lot of compression surface. So we still use good old Felpro gasket. These are reusable. I use them all the time. So we still use one on top on every pan. The other pan manufacturer, I think it's Williams pans we use as well. They don't come with the O-ring groove, and so we just throw the gasket in there. We don't glue it. We don't use any sealer. We don't use anything like that. I just throw it in between there. Biggest thing is to wipe your pan rail down and wipe the rail down on the block, because if it's already wet, it'll try to pull it through. So you just kind of wipe that down, slam the pan up there, and it won't give you an issue. All right, guys, we are in the lanes for Q1. Everybody's kind of hanging out, waiting to get rolling. Hopefully we can kind of repeat the last couple weekends, keep the momentum going here at the U.S. Nationals. But anyways, we will shoot the run. We'll probably be basically in the dark by the time we go. So, all right, guys, we got a question from PFR, and James Heald asked the same one, and that's kind of why do we not scrub the tire. So we'll let Izzy, our tire kid, tell you why we don't.
It's just preference. We haven't seen any benefits from it, so you can do it or you can do it not. There's no real benefit for it. So
we haven't seen any benefits for our. So there it is in a nutshell, guys. Some guys think that helps, and some guys don't really care. All right, guys. So C. Fukumori asked what are the skid blocks made of, and if they hurt the track surface, or do they do anything to the track? They don't do anything to the track surface. It doesn't hurt them at all. Ours are made out of tie. A lot of them are made out of tie, and then they have a replaceable plate that touches the surface that's out of titanium as well. There's a few different styles that people run, but we're not hitting it hard enough to dig any grooves or leave any marks. It just unloads the tire a little bit once you get the height set where you want it. So, but ours are made out of tie. Alright, guys, we are headed up for Q2 here at Indy. A little aggressive last night, yarded the car up in the air, started going one direction and blew the tires off with the front wheels in the air, which wasn't any fun. So we are currently not qualified, so this number 2 qualifier here with the weather the way it's looking is very important. We got to get a nice clean A to B pass to get ourselves in the field. Hey guys, back home here in Idaho. Obviously Indy didn't go that well for us. Lots of decisions that I don't necessarily agree with. We tried to help get NHRA to change scheduling. They wouldn't do that when we knew weather was coming in. Just comedy of errors made it so we didn't qualify for a race after going to the final 2 in a row. It is what it is. At least we didn't get knocked out of the top 10. And I didn't get to video as much of this race as I would like to, or answer quite as many questions. I still have a lot of questions to answer over the next few races, plus keep them coming in. Just the way Indy was going and the rain, and we got other work done that I didn't take the time to video as much as I would have liked. And probably wasn't in the best mood to do so anyway, so it's probably better that way. I'm going to take this time. I did record the final rounds. I was up there. A lot of people got in front of me though, so they're not great recordings, but we'll put them here on the end of the video for what it's worth. If you're not already and you're watching this channel, you should really check out Clay Milliken's channel. Clay is a really good guy, and he does
a lot better job at this than I do, but it's, even though we're at the same races, our videos are a lot different based on mine are more technical, his more about a lot of other stuff going on. So it's two really different views all at the same event. So check him out, Clay Milliken. Anyways, on his channel, somebody commented, and I'm going to address it on here a little bit in this video. Somebody commented that we are now a blocking team for Torrance. And I don't know, that's borderline offensive. I sacrifice a lot, and so does everybody on that team, to be there and do this for a living. I work 2 jobs. I work full-time at home, and I find a way to get to races and not take any actual real days off for weeks at a time, because I love doing this, but I'm also very competitive, and that's why I do it. I am there to win every time we're at a race. I want to win every time. I want to win every round. And if I didn't believe we could do that, or we weren't allowed to do that because we were a blocker or anything like that for somebody else, I wouldn't be there. So for somebody to make a comment like that, and we have their tune and da-da-da, none of that's true. We have our own camshaft that was designed for us. Nobody else runs one like us, which changes everything about our tune, everything about a ton of stuff. There's just countless things that's not true. We don't run their setup. We do buy parts from them. We run the same blocks as they do, as does everybody else damn near. We run the same length of rod. We run the same style of piston. I think those are a little bit different between the two teams. And we run the same crankshafts. And most of the teams run the same crankshaft. You usually buy a Winberg or you buy a Bryant. And we're all restricted with a 500 cubic inch limit. So we're all running basically the same bore, the same stroke. And we're running different camshafts. We're running different styles of how we run fuel delivery. We're running different styles of the way we run the clutch. There's a bunch of differences in the motor, but a lot of those basic hard parts are real similar. So a team like Torrance does sell parts to a bunch of other teams, smaller teams like ours. But that's as far as it goes. When we go up to that line, we're really friendly. But once you get to that line, we want to beat them. They want to beat us. There is no funny business going on, anything like that. And I wouldn't be part of that. To me, that's one, it's not ethical. 2, that's not why I'm there. I'm not there just to make my living, so I just need to be a filler for something. That's not what it's about at all. But anyways, that's enough about that. Hope you guys liked the video. It's not one of my best, to be honest, but we're getting there. We're going to answer a lot more questions. I've got 3 more races here in a row, so we'll keep the videos coming. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for your guys' support. We really appreciate it. It helps a lot. I like making these, so keep questions coming. And I answer what I can. I can't answer everything, but I answer as much as I can. And I've got quite a few questions from the last couple of videos that I haven't answered yet. We'll get those in future videos, I promise. Anyways, thanks everybody. Hopefully, we can really turn it around here at Maple Grove next week. Thanks. Bye.